Good afternoon. I'm your host, Jamie, with New Paltz News at Noon. Our story today follows news from Governor Andrew Cuomo that 70% of all New Yorkers are now vaccinated, and therefore all restrictions have been lifted. We'll head out into the field with Phoebe to see what people in New Paltz are saying about these new rules.
So since yesterday, the New York governor has lifted bunches of restrictions with mask mandates and stuff. What's your opinion on it?
I personally believe it is a good idea because not only do we need to get back to normal, but it just gives some people a sense of just being able to live their normal lives again.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel as if you're comfortable with going back to removing your mask and not obviously there'll still be those people who have health conditions and want to be safe and stuff, which I agree with you can wearing your mask and stuff, but I definitely think that we should go back to being normal.
Have you seen any changes in the amount of visitors since COVID has happened, or even recently since COVID has kind of the cases have decreased around the area?
Yeah, I feel a lot more people have been coming out a little bit more and going out to eat and having more people come and having activities.
So as of yesterday, the governor lifted a bunch of restrictions with masking and stuff. And how do you feel about that?
I feel a little scared, but I think it'll be okay if people continue to get vaccinated.
Thanks, Phoebe. We'll be back after a brief commercial break.
Right now, the COVID-19 vaccines are available to millions of Americans, and soon they will be available to everyone.
This vaccine means hope. It will protect you and those you love from this dangerous and deadly disease.
I want to go back to work and I want to be able to move around.
To visit with Michelle's mom, to hug her and see her on her birthday.
You know what I'm really looking forward to is going to opening day in Texas Ranger Stadium with a full stadium.
We've lost enough people and we've suffered enough damage.
In order to get rid of this pandemic, it's important for our fellow citizens to get vaccinated.
I'm getting vaccinated because we want this pandemic to end as soon as possible.
So we urge you to get vaccinated when it's available to you.
So roll up your sleeve and do your part.
This is our shot.
Now it's up to you.
Hi there, I'm Robin Meade. You are not alone if you're feeling like there's so much uncertainty to face right now. And while you're told to stay physically distant from people, it is more important than ever to stay close at heart by reaching out, sending a text, picking up the phone. You can also reach out to NAMI, the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization, because with all that's going on, it's more important than ever to care for each other.
The fight goes on. The battle is not yet won. By now, we're tired, asking for a tag in. But now is not the time to let down our guard. Because just when you think this opponent seems to be pinned down, it comes back to life and when you least expect it. So keep your guard up, because if your mask comes off, the fight is lost for all.
Welcome back. Now we're going to switch over to interviews with small business owners in the area to discuss reopening.
Okay, so do you guys implement any mask mandates or any masking requirements in the store?
Yeah, we do. We're all fully vaccinated right now, but one of our requirements is just for customers to come in and wear a mask, and then they can leave without one. And as you can see, I'm also wearing a mask.
And so have you seen any spikes in visitors in New Paltz recently since all the restrictions have been lifted?
Yeah, definitely. I feel a lot of tourism, there's a lot of people from the city or New Jersey that comes up here, especially during the holidays and stuff. And since the weather's warmer, a lot of people are hiking, and yeah.
In what ways have you guys tried to stay safe during the COVID-19 pandemic, within the workplace?
So one thing that we do implement is having separate breaks. So during break time, we all try to stagger our times and stay away from one another so we're not unmasked. And even after getting vaccinated, we still implement that.
Have you seen a spike of visitors lately in New Paltz since COVID restrictions has also been lifted and stuff?
Actually, no. June has been quite slow on the street, but I'm assuming because the college kids have been transitioning and, summer courses are very limited. So, the kids that are here that we do know, I don't see very often because, it's summertime. They have a chance to go home, see their parents, catch up with their family. So, usually July and August, and especially once the fall comes, like September, October, we have the people that come see the leaves. We have people that go hiking, mountain climbing, so it's a little different. And I've worked in this town for many years, so I've seen the same thing happen, this rhythm of May ends off, June, starts, and it's just a slower kind of like early summer, and then once midsummer comes, people come up here more frequently. They're back and forth from the city, they're up from Jersey, so, I've definitely noticed that it's been slower within the last few weeks, but the next few weeks will, hopefully build up because that's the rhythm that I've seen within the last, 20 years that I've been in this town.
Thank you again for joining us today at New Paltz News at Noon. I'm your host, Jamie Scott. Have a good day.